好きでコンサートでオーケストラのコンサートとかで聴いてるとやっぱり、ね、泣きそうになるんですよ。だからその時にねこう客席で作家が泣いたらなんかシャレにならないじゃないですか。だから今でも太ももを強いんですよ。いつも。
So actually, that song, that was actually originally not meant for one of the games. That song actually came about because I was asked to make a song for a flute, a classical flute orchestra performance. And then, but you know, because it's a flute song, so it's really sad. So I kind of put it away. And then one day when they ran up to me and were like, "Oh, we need a song right away." So I pulled it out and I kind of played around with it, rearranged it. And then when we put it with the first scene, it was perfect. So we used it for that. And when I love hearing that song played in orchestras and stuff. And it makes me cry. I've got to sit there with like a tissue. Because it's not cool if the person who made the song is sitting there in the audience, bawling. So I've really got to kind of cry into my shoulder, but it makes me cry too.
Since the first time I heard your music, you've been my idol for years. I plan on going to Berkeley when I graduate. Hope to go to Berkeley when I graduate. And do you think that if you had gone to Berkeley, would you be at the same place you are?
本当に最初の時からもそれで私も卒業したらバークリーに行きたいんですよ。でもし小松さんがそのバークリーに行くことができたら今までの今の小松さんになりたいと思っていますか？それとも何かとそれはもしバークリーに行ってちゃんと音楽を勉強したら人に言うかもしれないけどある意味やっぱり知識にとらわれるものっていうのが出てきたと思うんですよね。知識とか工学をすごい音楽を学んだっていう経験がなかったんでルールとかが自分の中にあんまりないんですよ。やりたい放題の作品誰かがやりたいとか音楽っていうのはそういうなんか何でもあり土台からできたものなのかもしれないなって最近思うんですね。だからバークリー行った人とか行ってる人っていまだに羨ましいは羨ましいけど、自分はあんまり良かったのかな、自分のやり方良かったのかなと今なっては思いますね。 Well, I definitely don't think that I would be the same person now if I had gone to Berkeley and sort of studied music properly. In a lot of ways, I feel like I would be really tied down by the rules of music if I learned it properly. A lot of rules and sort of regulations when it comes to music. And of course, I'm still really jealous of people who are able to really learn and study music properly because that was sort of something I never really was able to experience. But in a lot of ways, I'm also really grateful because, like one of you guys said earlier, my music is unique, and I think part of that is because I never had that, sort of proper, musical background. So I think in a lot of ways, I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen that way. So.
8から10か、11もそうだな、8から11までこの曲をオーケストラ用にオーケストレーションしてくれた山口さんっていう人が11の仕事を終えてバークリーに留学しましたよ。彼は東京の芸大で作曲家を卒業したんですけど、ファイナルファンタジーの仕事をしてクラシックだけじゃダメだと、もっといろんなジャズとかポピュラー音楽を知りたいっていうので、彼は11の仕事を終えてボストンにバークリー音大で勉強してますね。
But I wouldn't cut it out completely. For example, Hamaguchi, who has done the music for FF 8 through 11, that he has turned the songs into orchestrated the songs. He actually came to Berkeley to study because he realized, just knowing classical music was very limiting and it's not enough. So, he did a study abroad at Berkeley to really sort of expand his musical horizons. So, it's definitely something, to aspire to.
Wish me luck to go to Berkeley.
Before I ask my question, I would just like to say on behalf of the people I didn't get a chance to provide their questions that it was an honor to be able to meet such an accomplished individual person. And on that note, I'll keep my question short.
Sure.
I'm someone who's about to go off into college to pursue a career and forge my own identity in the world. And you have told us that the best thing someone can do is to maintain their individuality and express who you are. What do you think is the best way to go about carving your own niche, your own persona?
まあ、これから大学にこれからの成長すごく楽しみなんで、マツさんが自分をその個性を大事にするってとても大事で、その自分を見つけるためのそれをどういうふうにやってほしいですか。自分を探し自分を見つかるかな。
そんなに難しい話でもないと思うんですけど、じゃあ自分が今何かをやってるわけですよね。今じゃあこの会場にいて僕の話を聞いてるとか、そこら辺ではこうコスプレして歩いてるとか、僕は今ここで座ってみんなとお話をしてるとか、それぞれがそれぞれの瞬間で自分で選択した行動をしてるわけですよ、人間って。だからその自分の選択が本当に自分のやりたいことと一致してれば、それが積み重なって個性になるはずなんですよ。だからほとんどの人っていうのは多分それはしてないと思う。周りの人と同じ行動をすることによって安心感を得たりするわけです。そうすると結局ずっとみんな同じようなものを食べて、同じような音楽を聴いて、同じような映画を見て、同じような印象を持って、同じような生活しかやらない。アメリカはどうかわかんないけど、日本って特にそういう国あるんですね。だから僕がよく日本人の若い人たちに言うのは、自分の好きなものを大切にしろ。嘘をつかないで。別にだっせあいつあんなものが好きなんだぜって言われるのがみんな怖いから、みんなと同じ価値観を持ってふりをする。それがくだらないです。
Well, it's really not that difficult. Really what you gotta do is you really just gotta do what you want. You really just gotta go for what you want. Right now, you guys are here listening to me, you're here asking me questions, I'm here talking, people outside cosplaying, each one of us is making choices and doing things according to what we've chosen to do. And, really what I believe is, don't do the things that other people tell you to do. Don't do the things that you think are safe, that other people aren't going to point at you and laugh for. Really do what you want. Don't wear the same clothes, eat the same food, do the same things. Really just do what you want, and by doing that, you will become a unique individual.
Awesome audience, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the song. Is that a final word for you guys? Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
Final thoughts from Nobuo-san.
僕の親父っていうのは3歳なんですけど、
had like a nice angle, okay?
やっぱり当時戦争があって、僕の親父はアメリカと戦ってたんですよ。アメリカと戦った戦争をした日本とアメリカっていうのは。その子供の代になってこういうふうにみんなこんな大勢のアメリカ人の前でこう喜びを分かち合えるっていうのは本当に幸せな時代になったと本当に実感します。これがこのままこういう幸せが世界中に広がるといいなと心から思ってます。
So my dad is 83 years old, and he fought against this country, in the war. That was the time when he was alive, and the thought that I can be here in front of you all now, at a time of peace and a time of happiness, that I can be here in front of you when I grew up with a father who actually fought against this country. I think it's amazing that we can be here at this time and share these moments together. So I'm really glad to be here, and thank you very, very much.